Hello and welcome to FKA the Pod, everybody. My name is Seth and I'm your host this week. And today I'm joined by Reed Wilson.
What's up, guys? How's it going? Back again once again on the Forming Notice podcast.
I'm also joined by Trent Tatum. That's a little treat for the video watchers on YouTube. And I'm also joined by Trent Tatum.
Yeah, I'm here as well, as per usual.
How are you guys doing this evening?
I'm doing good, man. I'm doing good. The sun is still out here in Seattle, which is nice. Yeah, I'm having a good time. You know what? Spring forward, whatever that is, daylight savings time. It always does a good number on Seattle, and I'm happy for it.
And you, Reed?
I'm doing great. Doing fantastic. Alive, awake, alert, enthusiastic, all that jazz. The sun's gone down. Been down.
Fantastic. Enthusiastic.
Can't see it.
Very nice.
There's a window that opens up to underground anyway, so there's no sun.
Yeah, it's like close to 9 p.m. So it's not sunny, but that's to be expected. But anyway, yeah, we complain about daylight savings time, but then it is kind of nice eventually.
Oh yeah.
So, you guys drinking anything this evening?
I am. I have glass bottle vodka in a glass shot, or whatever the cups are. It's a White Sox shot. This is a vanilla. Or there's caramel vodka, I think, caramel flavored vodka, and this is a vodka Coke.
Dude, speaking of baseball,
vodka Coke Zero.
Speaking of baseball, shout out opening weekend. Excited about that.
Shout out that Korean pitcher from a week or two ago that we were talking about. Shout out to Shohei Ohtani and his gambling translator. That's a wild story that I don't really understand, but baseball.
I also have a drink. This is a espresso cup, but it has a Ferrari shot in there. And then I am also drinking from Shaw Ridge Vineyard. It's a Mourvedre.
Yo, Duolingo, can you give us a pronunciation on that one?
Mourvedre.
Nice.
Yeah, there you
You
go.
just, I don't think I'm particularly good at the French accent, but yeah, we'll see.
Mourvedre.
More Verdi.
All I know about this wine is it's a wine from South France, and it's usually good with meat.
Is it green?
Do what?
Is it green?
No, it's red.
Okay. It's like the opposite of green. Do you happen to be eating any meat on the podcast?
Yeah, you big meat eater.
Okay.
I mean, yeah, but I don't have any meat here with me momentarily.
Hey, was your mom's nickname in high school.
We've recently been heavy on the wine. I'm having finally the last glass of the Snoop Dogg Cali Red 19 Crime wine.
That's what happens, man. Your podcast turns 4 years old, and you start drinking wine.
Yeah, we're like our listeners' wine moms. We're your wine aunt now.
That's right.
So
you should try the Pinot.
It's yummy.
How's school going?
Aren't you married yet?
So I have the Snoop Dogg Cali Red wine, and then hopefully back to beer next week to reestablish that. And then I've got the bleach bottle vodka shot because we can no longer remember Ryan Stellhorn because I'm out of the Fireball Cinnamon whiskey. But if he buys me more, we can reinstate that segment again. So
nice.
Anyway, what's in a Ferrari again? Can you remind the listeners?
Yeah, it's half Fernet, half Campari. So
what's
minty
what's
and
Fernet
bitter.
again?
What's Campari?
Remind the listener.
Jesus Christ. Fernet is like Jaeger and mouthwash flavor wise. Like licorice and mouthwash put together. And then Campari is just kind of sweet, but mostly really bitter. That's all.
Okay.
Sounds great.
Well, I hope it's good. And I'm gonna say cheers and
nice.
take a shot real quick.
All right. Yeah.
Cheers.
I'll stagger it a little bit so we keep the air not dead. They make their ugly faces. Watch me think I sound like a champion.
Oh yeah, man! I wish you guys could smell
vodka is so bad.
Wish you guys could smell my breath right now.
It smells like mouthwash.
Bitter.
While we're on the segment of sort of liquids, I guess here at the beginning.
Shout out liquids.
This is going to be an early transition into an old segment that we used to do pretty often.
Okay.
All right.
But I witnessed what I believe is a psycho move today. In fact, like immediately before this podcast. So typically when we record this podcast, my girlfriend Jill and I, shout out to my girlfriend Jill, go to yoga the same day. And so this is like an after work, like 5:30 p.m. yoga thing. We get back and basically there's just enough time for dinner and then the podcast recording. So my Tuesdays are booked,
Shavasana and then you supper,
Yeah, exactly. The Last Supper, which is coming up, I think, when you hear this podcast. Well, 2,000 years ago. But so apparently there's traffic, right? It's 5:30, so, rush hour in the very populous hustle bustle of Tuscaloosa, Alabama, rush hour. So sometimes people show up late to this thing. So anyway, me and my girlfriend Jill, we're hanging out, doing our beginning of yoga stuff. And a whole bunch of people come in like while we're doing that sort of beginning thing where you're just kind of laying on the ground. And this is one of the good things about yoga is it's all very self-contained. So it's like you do an hour and that's like a warm up and a cool down. But anyway, about 10 minutes of your 1 hour yoga session is you like laying on the ground with your eyes closed, which is really nice. So
at 7 a.m.
with the towel, the little moist towel.
Yeah, that all the time.
Yeah. So anyway, while we're doing that, a whole bunch of people at the beginning, a whole bunch of people come in because I guess they were held up in the traffic and stuff. And anyway, this guy like puts his mat down like right in front of me and my girlfriend Jill. Actually, right in front of my girlfriend Jill, not right in front of me. But it's kind of rare to see another male figure in this yoga environment. Normally, it's just me. And if I'm not there isn't any representative of our group. But there was a person there, and I was like, okay, so taking notice of that because that's rare. But then the other thing I noticed after I noticed like, oh, all these people showed up right while we were doing our thing, laying on the ground with our eyes closed. Mm-hmm. One of them is a man. Also, I noticed some people bring like water bottles and stuff, especially if it's like a heated thing, and they put it beside their little yoga mat for a little sip break. But this guy brought like a bottle of Gatorade, a bottle of orange Gatorade. Ooh. And then on second glance, he actually brought 2 20-ounce bottles of orange Gatorade to yoga.
Dude's got a quart and a fourth of Gatorade.
This dude's got like 40 ounces of Gatorade to consume during yoga. I just thought that was like the craziest thing ever. So anyway, I'm saying that that's a psycho move to pick orange Gatorade to bring 2 bottles of it to yoga class. He also kind of smelled really bad and did a lot of grunting during this.
Oh, that's not yoga. That's not yoga moves. That's like that's normal gym moves. He's doing normal gym stuff in a yoga mood. The yoga studios, you're supposed to be up, like look a little bit better for it. Like you don't show up to yoga in your beater t-shirt and shorts.
Okay, he was also wearing a beater t-shirt and shorts.
Yeah, see, I added on top. Like you don't show up. You don't wear your pump cover, and you don't wear your bodybuilding stuff when you're going to yoga.
This guy's like, wait, this isn't CrossFit.
This is the wrong room.
So would it be a psycho move in your mind if it was only like 24 ounces of Gatorade and it was yellow or blue?
I think so. I mean, and I don't know exactly why. It just feels out of place. Yeah, you could have like a cup of tea or whatever. It's just like this like electric orange in a plastic bottle was really throwing me off.
What if you had Stanley?
Yeah, well, there are some people who have Stanleys, but it's like a very muted color.
You're not working hard enough if you have time to drink. That's what I learned in high school. So my coach would always say, if you need to drink water, you're not working hard enough.
And yeah, coming from like you're right. I didn't play a lot of sports, but the last sport I played or did was cross country.
Mm-hmm.
And like in high school, you're running like 5K max, and so if you're doing like a marathon or whatever, you need to stop and take some water breaks. But if you're doing a 5K, you don't need a water break. You just do that thing.
Yeah, realistically, it should only take you 25 minutes. Like
if you're good in high school, you can do it like 18 minutes. Like there were people who would do that, which is crazy. I would do it in about 28.
It take me 45 minutes to do a 5K, I think, right now.
Yeah, if we did it right now, that would be interesting.
It takes me I could walk like 3 miles in an hour. So like it'll take me about an hour to walk a 5K.
Yeah.
So
well, hey,
that's a psycho move for sure. Not being prepared for yoga. You know what?
Oh yeah.
Be a little bit mean here, but you got to look good if you're going to do yoga to some degree. Like you can't you can't look schlubby at all. Like you got to be.
Yeah, I think you're right. I think there's a little bit of, I don't know, stigma behind going to yoga class. You gotta step up a little bit,
Yeah,
you can't come from working the fields or doing your blue collar job and then go straight to you're doing your rugged work, and then go right to yoga. You gotta rinse off a little bit,
Yeah, yeah.
And you got to put on your like matching set of very expensive yoga clothes from.
You got to wear the leggings under the shorts. If you're gonna wear shorts, you got to do the leggings under the shorts.
Yeah.
You gotta wear neoprene. You can't be wearing no cotton in there, especially if they do the hot shit, which I hate. I think psycho in general is the hot yoga. I don't like it. It's not good. I'm too sweaty. I have to bring like an extra towel. I have to bring like 2 towels on my already extra long yoga mat. Like, because I just end up slipping everywhere. Like I had to stop doing hot yoga because I couldn't like go on my hands because my arms were just wet. Like, it doesn't need to be 108 degrees in here when we're doing yoga moves.
I have a bad yoga mat, right? Because a good yoga mat costs like $100. Which is crazy. It's like a piece of rubber. Mine costs like $10 on Amazon or whatever, and it's like extra big, extra thick, but it's like a piece of rubber with like no or I guess it wouldn't be non-stick. It would be stick technology. So I'm slipping and sliding all over this thing the whole time. Even when it's not hot. When it's hot, it's like a slip and slide on that.
You got to put the towel on it. You got to bring the towel with you. Towel on top of the mat.
Damn.
But I'm trying to fit in with all these other people who have fancy mats and have the right clothes and stuff like that. So I don't want to just have like a towel, like a beach towel.
Yeah, again, you got to get a nice towel. You can't be showing up with trash towel that's you're like in Keystone one or whatever the green beer that you like is.
Rolling Rock.
Yeah, you can't be Rolling Rock towel on it.
I need to get a Rolling Rock beach towel.
That would be pretty sweet. Dude, my question for you guys is, you've both done yoga before. I've only ever done yoga like on an app in my dorm room.
Not great experience, I'd say.
Right? How do you get into yoga? You just show up and leave all your inhibitions at the door?
Find a studio. Usually they'll give you some kind of like trial period. Like when I was getting into it, I was like, you get like a free week of classes and you can get 2 weeks if you buy our special promo mat. So I spent $20 for that 2 weeks of yoga, went crazy in it.
Yeah.
And you
just like force yourself to wake up at 6 a.m. or what?
Oh no, you pick a time that you can go to. I prefer the afternoon because I'm not a morning person.
Okay. All right. Interesting.
Yeah.
Go get probably have a Groupon. You can get a good discount at like an average studio, maybe not a large, Core Power or something, but you can probably get a Groupon through your credit card reward points. That's what I did.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I've never been to CrossFit or anything like that. I think my next thing is I want to do like karate or something.
Hell yeah, dude.
I would like to, because I work out and stuff, but part of the reason why I work out is I want to be able to beat people up. And I just, I don't know if I have the muscle mass to do so. And even if I do, I don't really know where to direct my karate chops and stuff like that.
How is yoga helping you beat people up? So
no, it's not. It's my other, when I lift all the super heavy weights that I lift all the time.
Yeah.
But yeah, so that's the next thing I'd like to do. But anyway, yoga, like it's not like competitive or whatever, and you're not even like really supposed to look at other people. And if you go to a yoga class for the first time, the instructor person will probably be like, "Oh, hey, I haven't seen you around here before. What's your name?" And you'll say, "Oh, hi, I'm Trent. It's my first time." And they'll say like, "Oh, we're so happy to have you here.
Why don't you come up to the front of the class?"
Here's the thing. None of the yoga instructors are ugly.
Yeah, that's fair.
Especially in Seattle, Trent. I think you're fine. Like none of them are ugly.
Well, that's the problem, man. I can't go to a hot yoga class.
Yeah, go
not
to
like temperature hot.
Hot instructor. Yeah,
I can't go to a sexy yoga class.
Sexy.
Yeah, I'm not saying that. I'm just...
They might even have a class that's like beginners yoga, which you could look for too.
Yeah, there's probably like a work week flow or something you can go to where they're like, these are real good if you sit in a chair all week. Do these ones, and it's like not that hard.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
But it's cool. It's good for your body. It's good for your mind. You'd probably talk to some people because there'd be some people who are like, "Oh, I haven't seen you around here before." You know, it's. I think it would all around be like fine.
Good hobby. It wasn't on your list, but you should add that hobby to your list.
Yeah.
By the way, how's your hobby list going? How many?
Hey, we don't have to talk about it, man. Hey, Reed, you have a psycho move, right? Reed, you've got a psycho move, right?
I do. Sure. You get the things that needed to get done. I'm in between jobs right now. New job starts next week. Last old job ended, so I'm doing a bunch of errands and stuff. I had to get my car emissions tested, and I had to renew the license plates. So
Did you cheat on the emissions test?
No, I got a hybrid. That shit passed easy. Flying colors, no doubt.
Nice.
You know? And then I go in, so I get my emissions test or whatever. I go in to like get my license plate renewed because it did it at the same place. Very convenient. I thought I had to go to two different spots. It was the same one. So I'm in there. I'm waiting in line. There's a little bit of a queue going on because someone's fucking up one of the POS systems, and the other guy is helping out someone who doesn't speak English. So there's a little bit of a bottleneck happening, right?
Mm-hmm.
I'm like second in line, third in line. Then like three other people start coming in after me. And this one guy comes in. And he's like, ugh, a line. Only in Illinois.
Only in Illinois?
Yeah.
The land of lines.
Yeah.
Land of Lincoln.
Wait another 5 minutes. The person finally gets checked out at the front. And they're like, oh, there's going to be a $10 service charge on this. And he's like, and then he looks at the sign and sees the same thing. And the same guy goes, ugh, $10 service charge only in Illinois.
That's funny, dude. That's
so psycho move, having your own catchphrase.
Do you think this guy's from Illinois, or do you think he's from like Indiana or Michigan and he came over and he's like, oh, this place sucks compared to where I came from?
I think he's
like what is that?
5-year-old dude.
Compared to Indiana
guy. Yeah, he works in finance because he told me he works in finance. Because I'm like, I don't know, because I was sitting in line too. I might as well chime in to some this thing, some mean guy being mean to these people who are just not, doing their job.
Sure.
Right?
Mm-hmm.
So I'm like, I don't know. We gotta cover something. Like the emissions test itself was free. Like you didn't have to pay for that part. The point of sales thing. Like it's 10 cents. I'm like, it probably costs a little bit more than that. Like, trust me, I work in finance. I'm like, bro. If you worked in a finance, you'd be calling it finance. So get the fuck out of here. You know what's going on?
Yeah. I feel like also if he works in finance and he lives close to where you live, what like a $10 charge, who cares?
Only in Illinois, bro.
Yeah, you're right. If he was back in Wisconsin or whatever, it wouldn't be like that. So
my car emissions tested and I wasn't in Illinois.
Yeah, you're right.
I do think it's a psycho move to if I'm in a line and I'm dissatisfied with what's happening, I'll huff and puff and maybe like tap my foot or whatever, but I'm never gonna say anything. I'm never gonna be like, only in Alabama or whatever. I think I will be visibly displeased probably, but will I say anything? I don't know. So
that could interesting. Just be only in Illinois. What that's a weird
13 states that don't have emissions testing.
Yeah. Hey, we're one of them.
Alaska, Arkansas, Iowa, Michigan, Minnesota, Mississippi, Montana, North Dakota, South Carolina, South Dakota, Florida, Washington, and Wyoming.
Okay, this news to me.
Wait,
because I've never had an emissions test, and I've lived in 2 states that weren't on that list.
I know for a fact Washington has emissions tests. My car is too old, so it's exempt. But
that's so funny. You would think that they would
be more strict. Yeah.
Oh, dude, that's funny. Yeah, I've never had emissions tests, but my car, it says on its little thing that it's getting like 28 mpgs, which I think is fine. We're pulling 28.
Yeah, right.
So
yeah, this list I just looked at is just straight up wrong. Goodcar.com's list is just.
I was surprised when I didn't hear Alabama and I did hear Washington. So,
yeah,
it's weird.
Do you have a psycho move, Trent, or
catchphrase?
Maybe give me a little bit of time.
Sure.
I may come up with a psycho move before the show is over, but
only in Seattle.
Only in Seattle. Yeah, that's good.
This fucking guy, am I right? Only
this guy. I'm walking here.
Only in Illinois. He had that one ready too. Like he's got the inflection on it.
Yeah.
I just had to walk that out and put that in my phone immediately. I'm just like, only in Illinois, head ass. And I'm
like, so in terms of like other things going on this week, besides us witnessing psycho moves, is Easter is coming up this weekend.
Oh
yeah. That's when he comes back.
Yeah. So he perishes on Friday.
I thought he was dead the whole month.
No, he's in the desert.
He's in the desert, yeah.
And then he comes back and he has a good couple days, and then he is killed.
He gets opped by Judas or by the Jews after Judas rats him out.
Judas rats him out, and he gets got by the Romans, who are they Jewish at this point? I don't know.
I thought it was like 13 silver pieces. I thought that was the whole thing. Whatever. He gets opped. He gets killed by his ops, right? And then he comes back again. No? Or was it the last time?
He does, but
as a sandworm, right?
Yeah, he drinks the blue juice, and then some woman has to cry into his mouth.
Let it be known, it was not me. I didn't do that. I didn't bring the demon.
Yeah, we're talking about it as it is written, as written. We have to talk about it every week as written. Okay, no, that's all we're gonna do about dude.
Dead for the same amount of time that Lazarus is dead. Then, like a couple days, like that's about it.
I don't know if I haven't actually read the Bible, and call me crazy.
I also haven't, but I make no claims.
I mean, I've told people that I have read the Bible before.
But
okay, so.
Huh? I didn't hear you. What were you saying?
You're just gaslighting them.
I've told people I've read the Bible.
Hey, Reed, you should quit cutting off Seth. All right, he's trying to talk over here.
I've read parts of the Bible for sure. Because if you're ever sitting in church or whatever, and it's like they're trying to do the sermon, or I don't go to church very much, but if they're trying to do the sermon and it's really boring or whatever, you can go read the Bible, and it's more interesting oftentimes than whatever they're talking about. Lazarus was actually dead for 4 days, so Jesus is better than him because he came back after 3.
Well, no, he's worse than him. He couldn't do it. He couldn't stay dead as long as Lazarus.
Nope. It's like holding your breath. Oh man,
gift, bro.
But yeah, anyway, I was just trying to.
And now we eat ham and eat chocolate or whatever.
Yeah, I was trying to bring up the bunny and the fun parts about Easter, but yeah,
ooh, yeah.
It does.
Jello. That's kind of an Easter food.
It's a good question.
Yeah, dude, I would. I might see if I can dye some eggs this year. Egg dyeing is always kind of fun, right?
Yeah, I guess. It's like you got to hard boil eggs, which is already like not my preferred way to eat eggs, and then then you make them unusable by dipping them in green.
Oh, you're right. You know what? I don't think I have enough coffee mugs for all of the egg dye. You gotta have like 6 to 10 coffee mugs for that shit.
And eggs are really expensive now too. Don't forget that.
I think eggflation's gone down a little bit.
I don't know, man. I did buy the organic eggs, but they were like $6.50 or whatever for a dozen the other day. So
that's crazy. Yeah. That's crazy. That's a lot. That's a lot. That's like $2 per. That's $1 per egg.
50 cents an egg. Half $1 per egg.
That's crazy.
I paid 1 sack of Jawea for each of those eggs, which is crazy to think about.
Double nickel per egg.
Hey, you know what? That kind of makes sense because that's the same price that Judas sold out Jesus for.
Yeah.
One sack of Jawea.
A dozen eggs. That's funny.
So, there's some other things that happened this week. There's Good Friday, which, is when, huh?
Is that's the first Friday you can eat meat, or that's the one?
Good Friday
is Easter.
Yeah, Good Friday is the day they killed Jesus.
Yeah,
what a great day.
That's why it's good. That's why it's good, right? I don't know. I don't get it.
Well, I think it's good because that's when he sucked up all the sin from mankind. So it's good for us, bad for him.
Maybe we should yop Jesus.
Yeah, we need to come back. We need to come back, suck us all dry of our sins.
Yeah, get a fresh slate, nice little tabula rasa every time we just got to piece Jesus every couple thousand years.
So before Good Friday is a day called Maundy Thursday.
That's 2 days. There's also Tuesday and Wednesday in between that.
In between Maundy and Thursday.
I was going to say that kind of sounds like a fast fashion online sale. Maundy Thursday, right? Maundy feels like a Wish.com situation.
It's like Black Friday, Maundy Thursday.
Yeah, exactly.
Maundy Thursday gear on the TikTok shop.
It's like on Temu. It's like a mistranslation of something else. Maundy Thursday.
Yeah. Maundy Thursday. Like a billionaire.
So Maundy apparently comes from the Latin word mandatum or mandate, which means like commandment. But Maundy Thursday is a celebration of the Last Supper, which happened on the Thursday before Good Friday. But Maundy Thursday is also a celebration of all of the foot washing that happens.
Okay. There's a big mani-pedi sale on the Maundy Thursday.
Dude, that's good. I don't know if anybody's using that.
This episode is sponsored by He Gets Us.
I was going to say, you might recognize this phenomenon from the Super Bowl if you watch that. A lot of foot washing imagery there.
Yeah, but I mean, kind of tough because Mond is that's the stem for hand, so you might get confused.
Yeah.
To like Petty Thursday.
So apparently, in some churches, they will still wash your feet on Maundy Thursday, like the preacher person. You go in there and I guess.
Is this also Ash Wednesday week? Is this where you get the little black shit on your face?
No, that's the beginning of Lent. Yeah, there's a lot of stuff here, isn't there? But yeah, would you guys get your feet washed by your pastor, preacher?
Hell no, dude.
Yeah,
I'm not letting anybody touch my feet. Probably ever again, honestly.
Ever again?
Again, yeah, we're having a first time.
Well, yeah,
the one Maundy Thursday and never went back.
I'm sure my parents and siblings have touched my feet at some point. But feet are weird, dude. I don't want people touching my feet, and I ain't touching nobody's feet. That's how it goes.
Okay. Fine.
If it means I'm a degenerate who's never seen the love of Jesus Christ,
you also got 30 feet, bro.
I got dirty feet. And I'm not willing to sacrifice my clean hands for any dirty feet either. Your feet
in the shower?
Yeah.
Are you gonna do the Seth cut me off bit again?
No. I actually do wash my feet. Thank you. All and right. I don't just let the soap run down my legs onto my feet.
All right.
Yeah.
Shout out.
Yeah.
Another option you could do is you could just put the little stopper on and let the water get a little bit high, and then your feet are also they're soaking in the water, and then you really don't have to wash them. I'm kidding. I wash my feet, and my shower doesn't even have a drain; it's just a shower, so there's no option of me doing that second option. But yeah, this week I'm not. I'm making it extra hard work for the priest. So
make him earn that shit.
I'm kicking mud.
You're earning your tax-free income here, Father.
Come on, priest, polish off these piggies.
That's funny, dude. I'm gonna bring in my own. You guys know those like foot stones that you can buy? They're like made to like scrub off calluses on your feet.
What, a pumice stone?
Yeah, that's what it's called. I'm gonna bring one of those with me and be like, "Here, use this."
Yeah. You should show them. He'll buff these shits and you hand him a little.
Yeah, make a little bit of organic Parmesan.
Make these shits.
Oh God,
that's gross. Yeah, let's do something else.
Yeah, let's. We talked a lot about feet on this podcast. March Madness is happening, men's and women's March Madness.
Oh yeah.
Any takes there?
Didn't make a bracket. Alabama's still in it at this point.
Roll Tide.
That's right.
Yeah.
That's all that matters.
I'm in one bracket pool that. What?
Sorry, speaking of feet, they're playing Tar Heels next.
Oh wow, they are on Maundy Thursday. Does that mean they have the advantage or the disadvantage over the Tar Heels?
On Thursday.
Yeah, the game's on Thursday when this pod releases.
Oh, so yeah, well, yeah, Alabama's still in it when this pod comes out too. All right,
we'll see there, but I stand to win. Right, I'm not doing too badly. I picked like 97% or something correct in one of my brackets, so not perfect. Unfortunately,
is it Kansas or Kentucky that lost?
I had Kentucky losing pretty early, but I do think that's one of the things that I think they lost even earlier than I thought they would. But I stand to it $875. I'm not doing too badly. So, and if Alabama wins, I think I actually have the best chance to win. They've got this like analytics thing where it tells you if any particular team wins, what your percentage chance of winning is. And so I think if Alabama wins, I'm in the best scenario. But if like Connecticut or some other people win, I still have a pretty good chance.
Analytics ruining the game.
That's right. We can't just play good old fashioned ball anymore, and be unathletic and and stuff like that. Oh man, I was going somewhere with that. But so anyway, yeah, I stand to win $875, which try not to jinx myself. But if I do win $875, what do you guys think I should do with that? And also, sort of as an addendum to that, we as FK the podcast have a pretty large bank account with about $200 in it. Maybe even closer to $3.
Yeah, we'll figure something out with it. Yeah, but with your $900 and Mountain Dew boogie board, Baja Blast boogie board still on there, I think you can go get that. Get some coupons for that. You could put that away, put it in a nice HYSA high yield savings account, and get that ready for the Switch 2 that comes out next year.
Is it going to be $900?
Oh, it's going to be some money, especially if you
4 or 5.
Yeah, probably maybe 6. Who knows? I don't know. It's not out yet. It ain't real yet. But maybe get one of them. Or you could buy like 100 tacos from Taco Bell.
$109 tacos?
Well, I mean
you buy 100 burritos from Chipotle.
The El Paso chicken's back.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
Yeah. I think you should you should start your PC build.
Yeah, you get Game Pass.
Yeah.
Get yourself a nice NVIDIA stock's going up. NVIDIA's the nice hot ticket item now. They don't make just graphics cards. They also AI and Bitcoin stuff. That's so big on that.
I think that the bad part here is that now that we're talking about the NVIDIA stock on this podcast, that means it's too late, right? We should have bought it like years ago. In fact,
what do you mean, man? We're a stock podcast. Come on.
Yeah, buy the corn or whatever. Remember the corn?
Buy the corn. Yeah, that's good. We'll see.
That's going down the drain. and this $900 ain't going nowhere. Right. So TikTok's you guys know about Jeff Jackson?
Oh yeah.
You see him?
I know about that guy.
There was like a House of Representatives representative. Don't know where he's from, but his whole thing is like, I'm on TikTok. I'm just like one of you youngins.
And he's somewhere in North Carolina.
Yeah, he was like a white guy who's like sort of, I don't know, he's like trying to be hip with the youngsters by being on TikTok and being like explaining things that are going on.
Like a fireside chat style.
Yeah.
If you were shout out to the fucking boomers who were around whenever
43. Yeah. So like he's trying to be young and hip and try to relate to demographic like ours. And like so he's trying to be like a nice like progressive liberal kind of guy or whatever. And then it turns out that he's just another corporate crony stooge guy.
Yeah, right? Yeah. I think his whole thing on TikTok was like, hey, look at me. I'm a senator, and I'm being open and honest with you guys on TikTok. I'm meeting you guys in the middle, and I'm telling you everything about what I'm doing. His whole thing was that he was a truth guy, a truthful guy.
Yeah, that's why he's big on Truth Social. I don't think he is, but
I regret my word choice.
No, it's crazy. Yeah, the word truth. You can't say that anymore because then you're going to be thinking about truths and retruths.
That sucks. But yeah, Reed, you were saying that basically he went on to TikTok and made a video about the whole idea that TikTok could be banned and stuff like that. And he was like, I don't think it's going to happen. Like, it's not a real.
Well, he voted to ban TikTok. He voted and then
he voted yes to ban it. Yeah.
So that everyone on TikTok started roasting his ass and like hit him with like song remixes and stuff. The one I saw was Just Here and now it's gone. I don't know where the TikTok other. Yeah. By Zach Maluccio. He has a good one where he's like making a little country riverboat type song where he's just clowning on the dude, and then other people are making songs where they're just clowning on this guy. So that's the TikTok thing, not him being all the whatever, because ban TikTok to fuck China, right?
Yeah.
But hey, they're our biggest enemy, bro. Fuck them.
You know what? I'm not entirely against the TikTok ban because I know it will probably be helpful. It'll be beneficial for like my mental health and shit like that, but also it's like 95% of my news source.
Yeah.
So
he's on that.
Yeah, that's tough. That's my own problem, I guess.
Yeah, but the songs are real good. But also TikTok is where I got my music recommendation of the week, my song rec this week. I heard it on TikTok and it was like, oh, this song's pretty good. By I think our pod favorite Hosier. Or Hosier. It's a song called Too Sweet.
Too Sweet.
Too Sweet. I'm hearing that one a lot.
Too Sweet by Hosier. It's got 18 million plays on Spotify. Everybody's been hearing it right now. It doesn't really need my recommendation help, but it's pretty good. I like it. It's about him not liking some chick because he likes to drink whiskey neat. And she's a great.
So he wants a mean girl. That's what he's saying?
He's like, you're too sweet. I want my whiskey neat. But he doesn't say it like he sings it like
because he's Irish.
He's Irish.
He wants who's in Mean Girls? Renee Zellweger.
He wants Lindsay Lohan.
Well, she's the not mean girl.
Though, she's right? The pseudo. She's the faux mean girl. She's like,
but she has reddish hair. You know, she might play. I don't know.
She might be Irish.
Yeah. Well, that's
so. Yeah. He released the EP.
Yeah, it's one of the songs on the EP.
I haven't heard the EP yet, but
I've only heard that one song.
Anyway, I did see a video of him recently, and he said Hosier.
Oh, Hosier, not Hosier.
Not Hosier, not Hosier. Hosier is what he said.
Fucking Hosier.
He really hits the Z on it, Hosier. So, yeah, shout out to Indiana, I guess, University. And the state.
Nice.
Talked about them twice. So
Oh man! Hey, speaking of TikTok, there's a trend that's on TikTok that I just got to talk about because I kind of love it, and also I'm getting very annoyed by it at the same time. Have you guys seen the Costco guys?
Yeah.
No.
You haven't seen the
I've seen a lot of the Costco guys.
I don't know what it is about them, but it's like simultaneously hilarious and entertaining, and also maybe one of the most cringe things I've ever seen. But it's like, you know, the trend read where it's like, we're blank, of course we're gonna do this quirky thing, right?
Yeah, and there's either the one where they play the bit out the whole way, or there's the alternative one where they do the thing and then one person doesn't get it. Right, those are the two.
Sure. Yeah.
It's like we're podcasters. Of course, we're going to have white beards and stuff, or we'd be white and have beards. And then it was like we're podcasters. Something that's totally off brand that I can't think of right now.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah. So these Costco guys are doing the first thing you said, where it's just they're both playing into it and stuff. Mm-hmm. But the thing is, one of them is the son and one of them is the dad, I think.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah. And they're just talking about shit they do in Costco. And they're just kind of like New England-ish guys, right? The kid's like 9 or 10 years old. And then the father's like a little bit jacked.
He's jacked. Yeah. He looks like a firefighter or something.
And so, but anyways, my favorite thing is like, there's all these like, I guess animation people, drawing these two characters, the son and the dad, in just like crazy funny ways and playing the Costco guys audio behind it, and I love it and I think it's hilarious. But it's so good. We're
Costco guys. Of course we're gonna get the hot dog on the way out. We're Costco guys.
So the son, it's kind of exactly that. Yeah.
Of course the son's like, we're Costco guys. Of course we're gonna go shopping while eating a chicken bake.
I've never gotten the chicken bake. I refuse.
Yeah, and then the dad's big one is like, we're Costco guys. Of course we're gonna get the what is it? The
double chocolate chunk, whatever.
Double chocolate chunk cookie.
Yeah, because they're probably from New Jersey or something.
Yeah, hilarious.
I think the reason that we're shopping here in bulk. I think the reason that they went, viral and have been like. I don't think that people are making fun of them as much as just like making fun with them, but they have like, they're related, right? It's a father and his son, and they both have very like piercing stares, and they're staring straight at the camera, and their eyes are like,
they've got gorgeous eyes and like eyelashes for days,
and they're spiking the hell out of the camera.
Yeah. They're just staring down the camera and like taking a bite out of their chocolate chunk cookie and stuff like that. So it's pretty awkward, but I think that's why like people, because a lot of people are doing we're blank. Of course we blank content.
Yeah, right. It's fine, whatever. But the Costco guys have really, really benefited. It's cool.
I often see I more often get the one where they spin on it, where like the one like it's like they throw their dad in there and like they just don't get it. Like it's like my daughter's rich.
Yeah. Yeah,
but I love it. It's cool. It's funny.
How often do you guys go to Costco? I club every week, basically.
I need to go more. I don't go enough, for sure.
I never go to Costco or Sam's Club.
You go to Sam's Club?
I went to Costco like once with my girlfriend Jill, and she tried to use like her mom's Costco ID, and they seized it from us. And they chopped it up in front of our very eyes.
Well, here's the thing, dude. They don't even like look at the card. You just kind of hold it up as you pass them and be like, "Here you go, peasant." And then you
look at it on your way out. They're checking that shit on the way, like as you go into the scanner area.
Oh yeah, you're right.
And it wasn't like your run of the mill Costco card either. It was like the next step up. It was like the black card or something.
Yeah. Executive member.
Yeah, and it's like. Cut us some slack, man. I mean, whatever. Who cares?
If it's actually an executive membership card, your girlfriend Jill could just get added on there. I got that shit.
Well, it didn't have her name on it. I think that was the issue.
You gotta have your own. You gotta have your name on it. You gotta have your little picture on it. You gotta have a little app, maybe.
Yeah.
That's why I'm there every week. And like, out of gas. Might as well get some more guacamole. Whether either prescription or guacamole every week.
Have you been keeping up with the guacamole?
Oh yeah. I'm eating a little pack of guac like every day.
In order to come up with some of this Maundy Thursday stuff, I was looking at what holiday is today. It was like National Healthy Fats Day a couple days ago.
That's my nickname in high school.
So shout out to guacamole for being a healthy fat. And yeah, also shout out to you in high school. So. That's a good one. Some other stuff that it is I think over the weekend it's National Ride Your Horse to the Bar Day.
Dude,
what the fuck?
Which
you're gonna go crazy.
You can still get pulled over for riding a horse under the influence. You can. So I don't know who's pushing that one, but that is a holiday listed on like whatdayisittoday.com.
Yeah, that's wild.
The Yeehaw RA. But the What Holiday Is Today website has like 7,000 holidays. So you can like do the math there to figure out how many holidays they have every day. It's a lot. So
I had an idea for a segment, but I tried to flesh it out and I just like couldn't really. I didn't think it had legs, but it had a really good name. So
okay.
I'm gonna bring it up so that in the document it's labeled as a 1/10 baked segment because it's even less than normal. Like normally come in and it's like I got like one or two of them. And it's a half baked segment. This is I just have the name, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Right. Are we trying to brainstorm what this is?
No, we could try to flesh it out, or we could just kind of laugh at the little line joke that it basically is.
Okay. All right.
So the segment's called Doms or Subs.
All right.
If this item is an item on the Domino's menu or is a sandwich.
Hell yeah. That's cool. I feel like for me personally, maybe it's a little too easy, but
yeah,
I like
it. It's like pizza. Fuck. I came up with the name. I couldn't come up with any of the bits for it because like Domino's also has sandwiches. So I was like, well, there's a lot of trick questions in here I could throw, but not a lot of like, answers like cheesy chicken charm bake. I'm like, okay, well, come on.
Double chocolate chunk cookie.
Yeah.
Chicken Alfredo.
I don't know why. I mean, Domino's and I think a lot of the other pizza places are doing wings now. I guess because it's delivery and it's like a party food. I don't know where the synergy was there. But
it's crazy. Wings are like more expensive than other parts of the chicken now because there's like they only
got two wings.
There was a wing shortage, and then now there's like high demand on the wings. So this part that used to be real cheap is now real expensive. It's like better just to get chicken breast, which we manufacture to be huge. I can't wait for the 4-wing chicken that's going to come out.
I think the issue is when they GMO these chickens that have bigger wings, they're going to fly away all the time.
No, they're going to clip them shits. Doesn't matter how big they are. They're clipped. Doesn't matter if they're in a cage, bro.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Well, the reason that the wings are the way they are is because they've GMO'd the fingers to be a certain way. So,
nice.
Okay.
I love them. Canes. Those are good. I had those on like last week. Fire.
Yeah. Before we get too far off of subs, I did reluctantly go to Subway not too long ago.
Did you get the Danger Witch?
Do what?
Did you get the Danger Witch?
I don't know what the fucking Danger Witch is, but
not riding.
But I did get the $5 foot long cookie.
Oh,
this is good. I'm excited to hear your reporting on this.
It was pretty good, man. It was cool, and I snacked on it for like 3 meals.
Okay. So you had
all right.
Did you also have meal for those meals, or did you just have cookie?
I had a 6-inch sub for the first meal, and then the next 2 consecutive meals were just cookie.
So he's like 6-inch sub, 6-inch cookie, then 3/4 3-inch cookie, 3-inch cookie. Brought you cookie, bring me cookie.
Well, maybe. I mean, maybe it was more like 6-inch sub and 4-inch cookie, and then 4-inch cookie, and then 4-inch cookie. Right. Yeah. But anyways, it was surprisingly good. I mean, it still tasted like a Subway cookie, but it's like a lot thicker. and it's a foot
longer
long
as well. Yeah.
It's a foot long.
Archaic segment. The Subway cookies have always been good.
It's cool. Yeah, I mean, I'm not mad about it. It was a good time. I do. The only problem I have with it is that it's $5, and I remember a time not so long ago when the sandwich itself was $5.
Not that long ago, as in like over 10 years ago. Yeah, like
2010.
Those things. Yeah, but it just makes me sad that now I can only get a foot long cookie when I used to be able to get a foot long chicken teriyaki.
Okay, so quick question, right? You got a 6-inch sub. Mm-hmm. You got a sub that was half the length of your dessert.
Yeah,
it's just
I only ate a third of my dessert.
But how much was your total at Subway?
How many inches did you eat at Subway? How many Subway inches did you eat?
Well, first off, let me be clear. I'm not eating in Subway. All right, I'm taking this shit home. But yeah, I ate 10 inches. I ate 6 inches of sub and 4 inches of cookie.
Okay,
is that what you're asking?
Or? 1 inch for lunch, 4 inch. I had like an 8-inch sandwich from Jimmy John's from lunch. Yeah. I mean, whatever their regular sandwich length is. I had a Jimmy John's sandwich, better than Subway.
Agreed. I totally agree. But I think my total for the Subway thing was $13 or $14.
Damn.
Yeah.
It's an $8 6-incher. It's pretty sad. $8 6-incher was my nickname in high school.
Nice.
Sub was your nickname in high school, aka.
I did want to bring up. So I went to the movie theater.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
What'd you see?
I saw Inside Out 2. No, I saw
Child Anxiety.
Yeah, I saw Dune. I did want to bring up. We could talk about Inside Out 2 in the future because I would like to talk about the new emotions. If you think they captured becoming a teenager, or whatever.
Here's a disorder that's also we'll just label it an emotion.
So I saw Dune. That's not what I'm here to talk about, though. Well, it is kind of. So I go to the movie theater. I'm obviously going to see the movie in IMAX because I heard that you should. I pay $18, including tax, fees, stuff like that, for my IMAX ticket.
It's pretty good.
Psycho move.
I'm going to see the film at 4:15 p.m.
Good time to see it.
On a Saturday.
Get out at like 7:30, 8.
Yeah, so get out at 7. Anyway, get yourself some Thai food or whatever on the way home. So yeah, like it was good. But the ticket is $18 because it's at 4:15 on a Saturday, and I got a small Coke, no ice, and a small popcorn. I got the senior special at the concession stand, which was
this guy looks fucking old as hell.
Which was $6.33. So I expected to pay like $50 at the movie theater. I only spent $24. So I felt good about that.
I spent
$20. Heard here first, guys. Inflation doesn't exist.
No, but the ticket, that thing was crazy. $18. I mean, it's the same thing 10 years ago, right? Like, I don't know.
It cost me $20.99 for each ticket that I bought for Dune 2.
Yeah, that's pretty nuts, dude. That's
Yeah,
insane. I saw Dune 2 in the normal theater, like a normal person, and it was only $12.
Garbage, trash. Hold it.
Yeah. So anyway, shout out to the senior special at CMX Cinemas. Which I don't know if I was just like nice to the cashier and she gave that to me. Because I feel like any time on a Saturday is not, maybe it is a matinee. I don't know. But anyway, I was happy for that. And then I went and spent like $18 on Thai food to go. So all in all, it was very expensive evening. But anyway, we'll spare everybody the Dune talk because we talk about Dune every podcast.
As it is written.
For the past month, as is written. You guys have anything else to close out this podcast, or should we say goodbye to the listeners?
Yeah, expect next week I'm gonna either see Godzilla or Ghostbusters. So
You should see Godzilla, except not the Godzilla X Kong one. Is that the one you're talking about?
Yeah, I'm talking about the one that's going to be out in theaters right now, not the one that came out like 3 months ago. Honestly,
I've heard the Ghostbusters movie is bad.
I've heard it's mid-busters for sure, but
yeah,
I'm not going to pay for it. I've already paid, so
okay.
I'll see Godzilla versus Kong. I guess I'll tell you what the little podcast is up to. How the robot arm's going on.
There you go. Tell us what your favorite item from Dom or Sub is.
Yeah, you a Dom or a Sub?
Tag yourself. Tell us if you're getting your feet washed this Thursday.
That's right. Tell us how clean your feet are. All right, in true Dan Schneider fashion.
Oh, boo, this man. Boo this man also.
All right, but for real, if you want to reach out to us and let us know some shit we can talk about or just give us your opinions on whatever we talk about, you can email us at fkathepod@gmail.com. You can also follow us on pretty much all social medias at the same name. That's FKA the Pod. We've got YouTube, we've got Instagram, we've got X, Threads, TikTok, probably some other shit that I'm not thinking about. But thanks for listening, everybody. I hope you guys had a fun time.
Thank you for listening to the FKA podcast and follow us on Twitter at FKA the Pod.